Alrighty, about that time of day again, 11:45 Eastern time here. My name is Joseph James. Happy Tuesday. Happy May Day. May 1st here, of course, here in the U.S. We got holidays in Europe. They celebrate May Day holiday in Europe. I believe May Day in Europe is similar to the Labor Day here in the U.S. So we were expecting to be a little bit sloppy here on the euro, the pound, things that are euro-based this morning. Expecting a little bit of slop and chop because of it. But the bottom line is, though, had a fantastic day. Now, before we talk about the trades we took today, and we made over 225 ticks of profit this morning on 4 contracts, had a great day. Easy trades across the board today for the most part. Definitely weren't difficult trading, that's for sure. Really makes you forget about what yesterday felt like. Before we talk about our trades today, though, please remember that the reason why we're so successful is because our members are given the proper trading strategies to use. Our members have their own trading plan. Our members are given every piece of information they need to make sure they're successful, and that's half the battle. One of the things we always talk about when it comes to new traders is the lack of a plan. Do we have a methodical approach to taking trades every day? That means, do I know exactly what to do and when to do it, how to do it? Have I practiced it? Do I know when to do nothing at all? Very important that our trading plans tell us everything from what to do and how to do it and when to do it, to when to do nothing at all. And here we are at the end of the morning here right now. We get a trade short here on Crude for the fast trackers out there off the highs. But for the most part, this is a good example right now of a time in the morning when we don't want to be doing anything. Personality is really slow. We know what to look for market personality. And let's review some of the clues we got today that help us make this profit, because market personality is definitely on our radar at all times. And market personality definitely was one of the most important things this morning. Now, real quick here, first clue we got this morning was regarding the news. The news this morning was useful. It was useful because of what we didn't have today. What didn't we have before 9:30? We didn't have any news before 9:30. So we were curious if we'd get any real price action, any real volatility, any real market personality before 9:30. We then looked and said, we've got news at 10 o'clock. This ain't just your average news, though. This is ISM manufacturing, construction spending. These are important numbers. So we knew right away here, early in the morning, probably not going to get the moves early. So stay patient. And then look for the meat and potatoes today around that 10 a.m. time frame. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. At 10 a.m. this morning, everything started moving, and we literally took trade after trade after trade, making money every step of the way. We traded gold, we traded crude, we traded Russell. If I had 2 more eyeballs and 1 more opposable thumb, I probably could have grabbed the euro as well today. But that's going to happen sometimes. Everything moved at once, and I couldn't grab it all. It was your discretion. It was the pick of the litter. At 10 o'clock this morning, we saw everything begin to move. You could sell the highs on crude. You can sell the highs on euro, sell the highs on the gold, buy the lows on the Russell. We watched all of this happen right at 10 o'clock. And we were fortunate enough, so we were able to get a couple trades right off the bat here today. You can see we began the day on gold, had a nice big winner on gold to begin the day with. That was great. We got a little bit sloppy there between 9 and 10 o'clock. You can see here, tried to figure out what Crude was trying to do here. Gold wouldn't go higher here either. And then we saw after 10 o'clock, everything fell out of bed here. Now, the Russell was the only difference, though. The Russell actually went in the opposite direction. Russell went higher. But gold dropped, crude dropped, euro dropped. We've been waiting for all 3 of those markets to drop. I found a way to get into 2 of them. Obviously, like I said, I would have loved to have traded the euro too, but I just simply did not have the time to get into it. So lots of opportunity there to get into that trade short after 10 o'clock, and it went right along with our plan this morning. Now, the most important thing we saw today was the use of the previous highs and previous low of day. This is something I want to talk about today here, and this is something that was one of the most, in my opinion, most important things we had today. Let's begin on gold. On the gold market this morning, we took our first few trades on gold. And I want to remind us here today, we began our day today with very little market personality. So we really didn't have a lot of confidence going into it. That was the most challenging part. Do you see the wedge? We had a price wedge on gold. By the way, these are all marked on my blog here. Okay, where can you find all these charts I'm talking about? All of these charts are posted in real time. They're posted ahead of time. And you can go right to the blog. You can go right to the blog. And then in the lower right-hand corner, two things here. In the lower right-hand corner here, guys. First things first, all of the charts are posted where it says technical analysis of futures markets. This is where I put all of my active real-time charts when I'm working on these things in the trade room. And then don't forget, while you're here, make sure you guys join the blog. We post so many new things all day long. You want to be following this blog. That way you don't have to wait for me to email you. Okay, so you can follow the blog, get all the instant updates there. And again, we posted these charts on our blog here today as well on gold. Okay, so we knew we had a wedge. We knew we had this price wedge. My previous high of day is right overhead. This is a really easy trade here, guys, because when we go above the previous high of day, the first thing I'm looking for here is to buy a pullback. So, of course, we make a new higher